Hi, I'm Emma, and I'm here to help you improve your leadership. This is the best place for new and aspiring leaders to learn how to lead the right way. So join us and subscribe to the channel. Today I'm going to talk about how we can influence our teams by paying attention to what we pay attention to. So what we measure as leaders matter. Well, you may have heard that term with respect to OKRs and the book Measure What Matters, but I'm talking about applying it to human behavior and to leadership. So whether you realize it or not, your behavior and the things that you focus on as a leader influences the team around you. So let's just take a second to explore an example. Do you have an evaluation that your company needs to fill out on your employees on a regular basis? Look at what those metrics are. So are you measuring the right things? If you have an evaluation form that says that you are measuring their innovation, well, you're probably going to get people who are striving to get a good result on their evaluation, and therefore they will strive to be more innovative, because that is something that you as an organization and you as a leader are measuring, and therefore your employees want to be good employees. People want to rise to the occasion. And so if it's something that you are actively measuring, you will get that behavior more often than not. It's also about what we actually focus on day in and day out. What are we constantly asking our team members about? What are we inquiring on the status of? It's also just generally what we talk about. When you're in front of your team, are you talking about the certain statistics? Are you talking about certain key metrics? Are you talking about how that they are behaving and rewarding that in a public sense? These are some of the things that can absolutely influence and give those signals to your team members on what you're looking for. But first, before you can use this knowledge, is you have to determine what values and what behaviors you're actually looking for from your team. Without knowing this first, you may end up confusing your team. If one day you're saying you want these values and behaviors, and the next day you come in and you're talking about another set of values and behaviors, well, you're going to confuse them. So one of the things that you need to understand with this knowledge now is that you don't want to change the trajectory of what you're expecting from your team members too often. It will confuse them. So you really have to sit down and think about what values and what behaviors you're trying to get from them and what you want them to embody first. Because behavior and culture is not something that changes overnight. And this is not something that you're going to be able to implement and the very next day everyone's behavior has changed. That's just not how it works. If you're not in a position to actually change your company's evaluation form or the values that are published on the website of your company, then that's okay. You can actually come up with a set of values for your own team. Just because the values are plastered all over your company page doesn't mean that you can't build off those values and have a separate set of values that align with the company's values, of course, but something that is unique to your team and that your team can really hold on to and run with. Another happy coincidence of including your team in this process and even coming up with a unique set of values and maybe a unique mission statement for your team is that they're going to buy into the process, but it's also going to increase the trust. You are going to be seen as the leader who is asking for input and asking for feedback and building your future as a team together. So these are the things that people want in their leadership nowadays. These are the things that people want to be a part of, that they feel that they're a part of something bigger, and it's exciting, and it's something that people would be excited to come to work every morning to be a part of. So next time you're wondering, why is everyone acting this way and why are people changing things for the sake of changing things? It may be time to take a look and reflect on how you're measuring things as a company and how you're measuring things as a leader, the things you're focusing on, the things you're talking about on a regular basis. You're going to notice a difference if you start measuring the things that you actually want from your people, not just doing things the way they've always been done. All right, guys, so don't forget to measure what matters and focus on what you think is important as a leader and the behaviors that you want from your people. So if you don't mind, could you please like the video, subscribe, and comment below to let me know what kind of videos you want to hear about in the future and what topics you'd like me to cover. Bye.